hand is completely empty. He never hands anything to that guy. He also never receives anything from that guy. Clear as day. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Let's talk about the Charlie Kirk security detail when it comes to his assassination. Now, I kind of touched base on it a little bit, maybe not in depth on the channel when it comes to my other Charlie Kirk's assassination videos. If you guys haven't seen them, definitely check it out. And also, on the way in, if you can subscribe to this channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to push this channel further. It's a pretty new channel, but I'm here to stay. And also Instagram, Copperkai, if you're interested. Anyways, a lot of theories on the internet that Charlie Kirk's security detail may have orchestrated this assassination. Now, some of them are pretty ridiculous. The whole palm gun thing, which I'm not on board with. The whole lavalier mic exploding thing, I'm not on board with. And these two theories are coming, allegedly the security team made that happen. Like the security team used a palm gun or the security team detonated the lavalier mic. I'm not on board with those. Some other theories are security team was involved in it in the background. They did something with this thing. They knew this was going to happen. Now, I don't know that. I don't know if that's the case. I don't think any of us really know, and I don't know if we're ever going to know that. Hopefully, we do know that. We do find that out someday if that's ever the case, but I don't think so. And let me tell you my thoughts about it. Now, the reason these theories are coming out about the security team being involved is because of the actions that they took when Charlie was shot. They rushed to his area and they tried to help him out, but it looked like they weren't helping him out. Charlie was bleeding crazy, obviously, through his carotid artery, which caused a lot of bleeding. And how come there were no blood in like all over the security guards out there? In fact, Jimmy Dore's show, I saw a video from him today, and let's actually watch that over there. Valhalla VFT TV was talking about it. And I do like Jimmy's show. I like the Paramount Tactical, Valhalla's show, a bunch of other creators who are good at what they do. I love their content. I don't necessarily agree with everything they're saying, but pretty much for the most part, we are on board. But Valhalla is talking about that, hey, how come nobody was helping to save Charlie's life? So let's just watch that video, and I've got some commentary on that one, and then we move on to another couple of videos that we have.
Put it over the carotid artery, but they didn't have any blood on them. No blood. So let's watch.
Has any blood on their hands at all. And I can tell you, as a guy who's literally treated gunshot wounds in combat myself, this is not a thing. This is probably the most suspicious. Everything I've seen, this drives me the most crazy. As you watch this, guys, we're talking about a gunshot wound to the carotid artery. All of these guys.
And look at this guy in brown right here with the striped shirt.
Big old.
I mean, he's smiling. He's acting like he just opened a Christmas present here.
And I want you to watch it. Okay, we're handing things off, but as we're handing things off, no blood.
What are
no one has any blood.
And what are they handing off?
All right, guys. So Valhalla is talking about how come nobody's helping to save Charlie's life, and how come there's carotid artery bleeding over there, and nobody's got blood on it. And he's got a point. He's got a point. I have personally also attended people who were shot, and I've packed the wounds and put pressure on it, head tilt, chin lift, all that stuff to kind of, give that life-saving measures. And yes, you do get blood on your hands. I can speak for myself. I didn't get blood everywhere. And I've had multiple other officers who were trying to help out folks who were shot. I didn't get blood everywhere. I had blood on my hands. And the reason for that is because I was firsthand using my hand to pack the wound. But initially I was trying to find the bullet hole because there's so much blood on this guy's chest. He was shot by a rifle, trying to move the blood out of the way so I could just find the hole and just kind of plug the hole. That's what I was trying to do. So my hands were bloody, but I didn't get any blood on my uniform. I did get a little bit on my uniform because I was trying to get something from my belt. So I got a little blood, and that's it. Other folks that I was working with, none of them got any blood on them, other than I think one guy had a little bit on his knee because there was some blood on the ground. That's it. So again, that wasn't arterial bleeding, but there was still a ton of blood, and there's blood everywhere. So not necessarily like, yes, there are instances where you're going to get a lot of blood on the person, but not always. That's why this whole nevers and always are. These two words should be used seldom, right? Not always. But that's my take on it. So just because you don't have blood all over you doesn't mean you weren't helping. Also, I'd like to caution people that Charlie was only shot in the neck right here. There's a lot of bleeding over there, but there's just one hole. So there's going to be one person who is going to be the primary medic aiding Charlie right there. It's Gonna put a lot of pressure on it, just try to pack that wound, whatever. There's only one thing. So you're not gonna have like those 5 people on Charlie on that wound, working on that wound. One person is going to work on that wound. The other person is going to basically follow the directions of that primary medic to do whatever else, either reposition body, get the hands out of the way, maybe remove some clothing, use some medical shears, all of that stuff. So you'll most likely get blood on your hand, and that's about it. And the primary person that's working on Charlie should be getting the most blood. The other guys could be, I don't want to say blood free, but they would have like minimal blood on them, especially in this case. This is my personal opinion. Charlie was shot in the neck, and I believe Charlie died instantly. I don't believe Charlie was alive when he hit the ground. So his heart was probably not pumping blood anymore. So generally when you have somebody shot in the carotid, or at least they have an arterial bleeding through the carotid, you will just really have blood squirting out as the heart beats. If you have other arterial bloods, like the femoral artery right here on your legs, well, guess what? You're going to have the same thing. As your heart is beating, you're going to be squirting some blood out. So that's why you got to pinch those things right away. In fact, there was a hockey player a while back where he had an injury on his neck and he was bleeding from his carotid artery, and his coach immediately went in and just pinched that carotid artery, and the coach basically had blood just on his hands, at least from what we saw.
Goes to the corner of the pass, and oh, wow!
But watch Malarchuk. That's the story right now with the red. Oh, look in. That is the.
Oh, God.
Oh, please take the camera off and don't even bring it over there, please.
Oh, my God.
Just keep it away.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, my God.
So anyways, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm not saying Vahali's wrong. I really appreciate his expertise on in the commentary on the subject matter. I can't just sit here and tell you definitively that the security team was not helping to save his life. Perhaps they're not greatly trained and they're just all panicking, which I believe they were. I'm not going to tell you guys they were amateurs. They may not have been elite either, but they were decent. They were definitely better than your average cop on the streets, in my personal opinion. They were just bang, 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 doing something. That's my personal take on it. Agree or disagree. So let's actually look at another video and see what the security guys are actually doing here. So, see, Charlie got shot. You guys see this guy? And they were talking about Valhalla and Alex Jones. They were talking about this guy smiling. That is extremely weird to me. I agree. I don't know why that guy was smiling. That is very creepy. That's very, very interesting. But anyways, Charlie got shot and the team immediately rushed. You guys see, I'm going to start right here. This guy. So this is that primary medic, in my personal opinion, and how I know this is through Paramount Tactical. He showed, because his hands were all bloody, because I can't really tell who's working on Charlie. But this dude, so security team, one guy, another guy, this guy, that guy, and that guy with the meta glasses. So there's like 5 dudes. See that? Everybody's rushing to help out. And they're saying this guy is handing this guy something. And he's not. If you look at him, seriously, I watched this so many times, guys. The whole handoff thing, again, you've got prior to, like, anytime you do combat type training, shooting training, or whatever, you like, if it involves some sort of like a firearms, you'll have your assigned roles. A lot of times it's going to be among the instructors, or in this case, the security detail. Sometimes students too, if you're doing training, just the training alone, and this applies to real life as well, you'll have your primary medic, secondary medic, who's going to call 911, who's going to go down, depending on your location, go down the street and flag the ambulance down, and who's going to be the primary driver, who's going to be the secondary driver, who's going to move this. You literally have roles assigned to everybody. So when something happens, everybody knows what they're doing, so you don't really freeze and hit a wall and don't know what to do, because you can't really lose time when it comes to situations like this. Seconds matter. So look at this guy's right hand. He's got nothing in his right hand. He just touches this guy's chest. This guy, he's taken out of his back pocket something, but with his left hand, not the right hand. See, right hand is empty, still empty from here. And look at his left hand, empty. He never hand anything off to him. He just just pushed him off. Look at it very, very carefully. This guy's right hand is empty. Okay, I know bad quality. Right hand is empty. Clearly open palm. You see, just like that, empty. He hasn't taken anything. Still empty. Still empty. With his left hand, he's trying to gather something out of his right, left pocket, back pocket. Could be keys. It could be something else. But he's clearly got a role. He knows his role. Like, you know, he's not asking anybody anything. He sees what those guys are doing. And also tactical principles, guys. Sometimes you may not have a role. Tactical principle says this: find work. So if you do see something going on and you see that's adequate, you go find work. You do something else. That's going to help the situation. And so right hand is still empty. He hasn't grabbed anything. Still empty. This guy's right hand empty. Left hand empty. Both empty. Right hand completely open, empty. This guy's right hand still empty. If you don't believe me again, let's go back. See? His hand is to his side. There is two people. One dude, a little bald guy right there. There's another dude with the long hair. They're down there working on Charlie. His hand is empty. Right hand. This guy's right hand is empty. His left hand is empty. These two hands never meet. So this guy's right hand and the brown shirt guy's left hand never meet. And his right hand never meets the brown guy's right hand either, as he's going away. Because look, it's an empty hand. Look, it kind of pokes through his back. Look, clearly, this dude's hand is completely empty. He never hands anything to that guy. He also never receives anything from that guy. Clear as day. We can just see it. I'm just walking you guys through it. Open palm, nothing. Left hand is still empty, and this left hand never made contact with this guy. Still empty. I'm going to go back again. So really, I want to make sure that everybody gets this. This guy's left hand, he's trying to grab something out of his pocket. Right hand, empty. This guy's both hands are empty. This guy's right hand, he looks like he's just moving his right hand from his right pocket area. Again, it's still empty, but even if it's not, this guy, he never hands it off anything to this guy's right hand because this guy's right hand is completely empty. So these two security guards, I can bet the house on it. It's a fact. They don't exchange anything. Period. They just don't. But a lot of folks said that, oh, they were handing something off to him, whatever. In this video, the guy is making a comment that whoever made this video is talking about this. Pay attention to this guy. He says, watch. Did you see? Let's watch it again, he says. Grab something, probably the lavalier. This guy doesn't grab anything. His hands are empty. You guys can see it. This hand is empty. Puts it in his pocket. He doesn't. I don't know what this guy's watching. He is absolutely not. Clearly empty hand. This hand is completely empty. You can just see it empty. Both palms, guys, right there. You see, clear as day. He puts his palms like that, open palm, onto that table. Okay? He's not grabbing anything. Look at that hand. I want everybody to look at this hand. Open. I mean, just completely flat. There was nothing in his hand. Left hand was completely also open on the table, so he didn't grab anything. Grabs something, probably lavalier. This guy never grabbed anything. See? He's just thinking about maybe he grabbed something from this security guard right here, right? Absolutely not. He's not. Not at all. That security guard is completely working on Charlie. His back is turned like that. All right, let's see what he's got. Watch. Open hand. All right, let's go. There is no exchange. I clearly showed you guys. This brown guy, both hands are completely empty. We can definitively see it. Open hand. He's literally pushing him with open hand. You see this hand? Let me show it to you guys. I know I've shown it to you. Look at that. You see that's a very open palm from his back, and left is completely open too because he was pushing the guy like that. He jumped to the table, grabbed something, went to the other guy, grabbed something else, then ran away. I mean, people just want to see what they want to see. I am showing you guys absolute facts here with just human anatomy. Their hands are open. So security guards in this case, at least what we're seeing here, were not involved at all. But let me ask you guys this question. If you were the security team involved in this assassination, let's just say this is true, would you really exchange your murder weapon or accessories that you committed your murder with in front of those cameras? Absolutely not. Nobody would. You wouldn't do that. And clearly we see there's no exchange done, but you wouldn't do that. If you were involved in this, you would continue as things are usual and the assassination would take place, and then you just pretend like you're helping out and move on. You wouldn't do anything there. Guys, thousands of people, many cameras, including multiple 4K cameras around you. If you were part of this assassination, you would pretend as like you would not do anything. You just sit there, pretend like you're doing your security jobs and move on. That's what you would do if you were in on it. And in my personal opinion, if some big power was behind this assassination, those security guards, they would not really know about it. Maybe if they were involved, maybe a couple of them would know about it. Let's just say. That's it. That's what I'm thinking. These are my takes on this. I don't believe the Charlie's security team was involved. I think they were absolutely trying to do their thing to help out Charlie. And then they took him to the hospital. I think they were just simply following their training. And yeah, they were not the greatest, but they're not too bad either. That's what my take on this. As for no blood, Paramount Tactical shared some photographs I want to show you guys. There you go, guys. This is one of the guys you clearly see. He's got blood on both of his hands and here. When I was involved in like helping out my gunshot victims, my hands are all bloody like that. And I got a little bit of on my pocket, my belt area right here because I was trying to touch there. This guy clearly used his pocket right here. Got plenty amount of blood. Another this is security guard right here, his knee. He was kneeled in that pool of blood, I think. Then we've got Charlie over here being carried out by the security team. Clearly lots of blood here. So that's it, guys. That's my take on this one. I don't believe Charlie's security team was involved, at least openly. Now, in the background, guys, what happened in the background? I don't know. So when I say I don't think Charlie's security team was involved, at least what we're seeing, there is nothing suspicious from what I'm seeing. There is some panic. Sure, I get it. But really, everything else seemed pretty usual to me. I didn't see anything, holy crap, this is what they did. Now, folks on the internet, they're just going down certain rabbit holes. I caution you guys not to, because then if there was really some sort of a conspiracy and somebody else other than Tyler Robinson assassinated Charlie, going down a lavalier mic, the security team is a palm gun. These are just, hey, they're taking you further away from the actual truth. Heck, if I was an intelligence agency and I went ahead and did this, I would 100% come up, post a couple of videos on the internet, have some rabbits, post a couple of videos on the internet, come up with some ridiculous theories, and let people chase that rabbit so they take their attention away from me. That's what I would do. So I highly recommend you guys do not chase those rabbits. They're not going to take you to the right direction. You're going to get lost in those tunnels. So that's my take on it. Whether you do or not, it's up to you. And again, I'm not getting paid by anybody to back anybody's story. I'm just telling you guys what I'm thinking. And guys, I'm not saying Tyler Robinson did this or did not do this. That's the official narrative. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. I believe that's still how it is, or at least it should be. we shouldn't be convicting people right away based on just your personal opinion. Let people have their days in court. Tyler Robinson didn't do it. I don't know. Maybe somebody else actually assassinated Charlie. Maybe there was the second shooter. One was a decoy. I don't know those things. But based on everything I'm seeing, it seems like Charlie was shot by a bullet from the front and probably from one of those rooftops or buildings across from him. That's it. And the security team, it seems like they didn't know about it. So were they inadequate? They should have covered the, obviously, rooftops. Yeah, I agree. There's going to be, somebody shit the bed big time when it comes to security, without a doubt, just like Donald Trump's incidents. But that doesn't mean they were involved in it. Again, can't tell you that they were, they weren't. My take as of right now is they were not. You guys agree or disagree with me? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, please subscribe if you like my content. I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to push this channel further and get you guys more content, including gun content, some other political commentary or critical incident commentary for you guys. So let me know. And also Instagram, Copper Kai, if you guys are interested. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one.